We are back with Nora Blalock and Neriah Chadwick, who are our leads in Bring It On the musical, and we just during the commercial break talked about how horrible a liar I am. So I can't fake my excitement.
So I'll do the lying for her.
Yeah.
The show is fantastic.
I sat in on rehearsals for the first time last night and was completely entertained and wowed by what I saw, and everything from the costumes to the voices to, I mean, just everything was just incredible.
So tell us what. So let's start with tell us. If one of y'all gets to, or both of y'all, just tell us what is the basic story of Bring It On for those who don't know.
So Bring It On. It starts off with my character Campbell. She's just been named captain of her squad at Truman High School, and she finds out that she's been redistricted to the neighboring school, Jackson, and she quickly finds out that it's not really her scene. She doesn't really fit in. She kind of makes a fool of herself on the first day. She's very in her own world. She's kind of stuck up, and it takes meeting a trio of characters who are in a dance crew and their leader Danielle to really realize how important friendship is and valuing trust in other people to really kind of.
And Neriah, what's your part in this?
I am Danielle.
She puts her in check.
So it's the cheerleading squad and then it's the dance squad.
Yes. And Campbell comes and she sees the dance crew. She's like, wow, they could be a really good squad. And Danielle's like, honey, we don't do that. And eventually, the crew eventually does evolve into a cheerleading squad, and that's how they build their friendship and everything.
When Will Wheeler is the director of this production, and you all were bugging me for a couple of years, or it felt like years, it may have only been a couple of months, of bugging me to do this show. And I had never seen it, I didn't really know anything about it, shame on me, and I did the, no. And Will came with a binder and a whole proposal of why we should do this show, and the music is done by Lin-Manuel Miranda, but there are so many, even though it's entertaining and there's some superficial parts and this cattiness that we see, there are some really, really good moments of just some layers of friendship and doing the right thing, and I was really impressed the most with that, in between all these great stunts and the choreography and the music and some energy. I mean, it's very funny. It's a hilarious show. I had done some video recordings and couldn't use them because I was laughing or screaming. And your character, Danielle, is pretty solid throughout the whole part, and it's just really good moments. How does it feel? I mean, because you're kind of like that anyway. How does it feel to actually play that part?
It's actually easier than I thought it would be. I thought I would be really self-conscious about, because one, I mean, I don't really go around cursing at people, and she does that a lot. But it feels more natural than I thought it would be to get into that character. Like, I feel like it's revealing a stronger side of me that people don't really get to see.
And even though in the beginning we see Campbell as, what you said is stuck up, each of you have obstacles and learn from each other. And this has been kind of a dream role for you.
Yeah.
And what's that like?
It's really it's really pushing me because there's just so much. I think I'm off stage for maybe 5 minutes at most at a time.
Not even.
And maybe not even, yeah. And it's been a real challenge to really nail all of the different aspects of the show and keep that character. She's very goofy, and she's the head cheerleader character, but there's so much more to her. So to kind of keep all of those aspects together, it's been really fun and like I said, very challenging. Naturally,
the show has a lot of cheerleading, and there's a lot of maneuvers y'all are doing. Do y'all have a background in cheerleading?
I do. I did Pop Warner and Cheer America for a long time, and cheering in Havelock. So to be able to come back and be like, ooh, cheering, it was fun, but then I was like, wait, this is hard.
So what was it like learning all of the different cheerleading things, and who taught those?
Our choreographer is Jamia Brown, and she cheers for West Craven, and so she taught us most of the things that we knew. We also had Miss Carla Sate come in and help us with stunts and whatnot, and also Lyndon, who cheers for New Bern High. They came in and they helped us with stunting, the correct way to hold your hands and things like that.
Safety, because there are some lifts, there are some flies that are happening, and so safety was the first concern. So you all went through extensive training to do it properly and to do it as safely as possible, and the thick mats are on the stage to make sure that these go off effortlessly. And like I said, what I saw last night was amazing. What has that been like, having all of the I mean, because that's just another component thrown in with the choreography, the lines, the singing, and now cheer as well.
It's been, we usually go about an hour before rehearsal just for stunt call. So it's been one of those things that, you know, it's a lot of hard work and it's a lot of coordination, and it's also a lot about trusting your castmates. I think that's something that has been an advantage of kind of our cast bonding, because you have to have that trust in the people who are, you know, lifting you 6 feet in the air and dropping you. So you have to make sure that, like, it's all very synchronized and it goes with the music, and there's so many counts, and it's really just, like I said, a real advantage to our cast.
And you two are going to perform for us, right?
Yes.
Okay, so why don't we go on ahead, and I'll give the information. Go on ahead and take off your microphones and go on ahead and get set up. Bring It On, the musical, opens this Friday. It runs for only 2 weekends, and if you're not familiar with the Saax Bradbury Players, it is an all-teen troupe where they direct, produce, they choreograph, they do everything on their own, and it is nothing to shirk at, because this is their 9th production, and they continue to get better and better, and you don't want to miss this show. Nora, what are we listening to right now?
We're Not Done.
Okay, awesome.
And we move in perfect time. We're in the pocket, and no one can stop it. We're not gonna drop. And when we rock it, nobody can stop it. We're not gonna stop till we fly. Till we fly. Till we fly. We're not done.
The music in this, again, there's some rap, there's some ballads. I mean, it's an eclectic group of numbers, and the vocals in this are phenomenal. And we've got some new actors, some veterans. Again, the choreography all the way down to the costumes, everything is just amazing. You guys excited?
Very.
Yeah.
You guys are ready.
It didn't hit me till yesterday. I was like, oh wait.
We're doing this. It's coming.
That's this week.
And you know, we were talking about Jolie Kuntz, who's also been on New Bern Civic Theater stage, and her vocals are just, her video was one of the ones I couldn't use because I was screaming. But vocally, I mean, how hard was it to learn all this music, especially for you being on stage all the time?
It's been a challenge. It's definitely a very difficult musical, which, especially vocally, because there's so much going on stage with the cheer stunts and the choreography, and then the music itself is very intricate and very complicated. So it's been a lot of hard work.
And you're singing as you're dancing and doing all these, so your stamina has to be like right up there. Okay, so tell our audiences what they can expect to see come opening night for this show.
Come opening night, you can see a lot of, I hope a lot of energy. You will see a lot of energy. You'll see a lot of things, especially at the New Bern Civic Theater stage, that you've never seen before. Like we said, lots of stunting, lots of singing while stunting, lots of dancing while stunting. Lots of really elaborate and intricate dance moves. Like, our choreographer is
She's
one of the best.
Yeah,
that
she's
I've
pretty
ever
on
seen.
it.
She's pretty awesome.
The show opens this weekend again. You can go to newberncivictheater.org or you can call the box office at 633-0567. It is an anonymous sponsor in honor of Colonial Capital Humane Society. And break a leg, ladies.
Thank you.